Hello everyone. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I want to speak to everyone just briefly about safety in the workplace. You know that the root cause of most every accident is human error. And of those accidents, 40% of them result in some type of bodily harm. The top 10 types of accidents resulting in bodily harm: slips, trips, and falls; strain, such as lower back strain from improper lifting; cuts, burns; mechanical failure, such as safety switches failing or gearboxes jamming up; chemicals; contact with a vehicle, such as an accident, two cars colliding, someone running into something else; electrical, fire, and natural disaster. Each and every one of these have some type of financial impact upon the operation. Some of the financial impacts we see are lost time. And if there's any bodily injury, there's going to be some type of medical expense. Lost productivity within the workplace. And in some cases, depending on the severity, we may even have lawsuits resulting as a part of a workplace accident. So what do we do about it? What is our role? What is your role? Well, part of getting started is to understand that we have to establish safety as a culture. That we have to have managerial responsibility clearly defined and what are going to be the expectations. We also have to have employee buy-in. Within our operation, we have established safety committees where an elective from each department will serve on the safety committee for a minimum of a 6-month period. We have identified some best practices within the workplace. These examples of these best practices are a root cause analysis, a safety shutdown, and safety audits. Root cause analysis will be conducted on any occurrence of an incident or accident to really determine what was the driving factors causing the accident. Safety audits are typically conducted once every month, with a more detailed audit conducted quarterly. So living in a world and working in a place where it's accident-free is obtainable. If we create safety as a value, we ensure that safety is part of our underlying culture, and that we understand that safety is everyone's responsibility. Are there any questions I could answer at this time?
Yes. When you were talking about financial impact, what do you mean by lost time?
Lost time is defined as an accident resulting in someone's inability to be able to come back to work immediately. And during that time that they're not at work, they will receive wages from workman's compensation. Workman's compensation is very similar to an insurance policy, and the premiums that are paid by the organization are based upon how many of these claims do you have throughout a year. Those wages that are paid to that injured individual are considered lost time. Are there any other questions I could answer?
Yeah, what is a safety shutdown?
That is a great question. A safety shutdown is a best practice that we have within our operation that allows any employee that witnesses or sees an unsafe act or an unsafe environment to be able to lay down. We hand out yellow cards. We lay down a yellow card at that station, and all work in that location stops until it is deemed to be safe again to work. I can give you an example of something very similar to like a coffee maker at home. If you leave it on and walk away from it and go off to work, it has a safety switch, or most of the new ones do. They have a safety switch that will turn the mechanism off, and so it will prevent any type of burn or injury. Kind of like a curling iron as well, that you would set down, and after a period of time it shuts itself off. Are there any other questions at this time? Well, I thank everyone for being here. Please refer to your handouts, and if any questions arise, please either address them to me or your safety committee member. Everyone have a great day, and remember, safety is everyone's responsibility.